감사합니다. Good Saturday morning, all my folks around the world. Here I am in one of my top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul, my neighborhood park. See, usually, right, I love this place because of, you see all the trees here. They form a very nice canopy, and during autumn, they're all golden yellow, so it's very nice. But right now, we're into winter here in Istanbul. Yes, there are 4 seasons here in Istanbul. And you can see all the leaves have really fallen off, so there's kind of nothing much to see. Ah, teşekkür ederim. İyi günler.
Sağ ol canım.
The park cleaner. Hello.
Hello.
Teşekkür ederim. The park cleaner. Nasılsınız?
İyi, sen nasılsın?
Ben de iyiyim. Teşekkür
İyisin.
Çok teşekkür ederim.
Çok güzel.
Teşekkür ederim. Kolay gelsin.
Tamam.
Folks, I speak Turkish as well, okay? However lousy I speak Turkish. Good morning, Kim. It's a Saturday afternoon, yeah? How is your Saturday so far? And guys, again, like I always introduce, no? This Starbucks here, this is the cheapest coffee that you can find here in Istanbul right now. This venti Americano, which goes for $5.20 in New York, is only $1.20 US dollars here in Istanbul. It is cheaper. This is the cheapest coffee you can find in Istanbul right now. Every cafe's coffee is like twice this price. Yeah. And welcome, you see, to one of my top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul, my neighborhood park. This very sleepy Saturday morning. You see, people taking life easy, kids playing the seesaw. See, in most countries you don't even see this anymore. In most countries, kids don't even play the seesaw anymore. Huh? Parents don't take time to not seesaw, the swing. See, parents around the world, I don't see parents taking time to do this for their kids anymore. Do you guys still see this in your country? I don't see this anymore in Korea. I don't see this anymore in... Oh, I see this in Japan actually, but not Korea. I don't see this in America. Yeah. And good morning, Crystal Moon from New Zealand. I got it right this time. New Zealand, Saturday evening. How's the weekend so far? Kim Teo from Singapore and Crystal Moon from New Zealand. Thank you guys for joining me. As you can see, 10:30 a.m. here in Istanbul. This park here is called Zaman Tashi. Zaman means time. Tashi means kind of like a stone. So this is a time stone. Yeah, Zaman Tashi. Time stone. Kim Teo, good. Lazy oh yeah, lazy Saturday afternoon. Oh, I you know, like most people think like to me weekends doesn't matter. Like weekends are the same for me. Actually no. I still like weekends. Like, weekends actually, not in a big way, but weekends still feel slightly different from weekdays for me in 2 ways, you know. First way is that US market is not open. See, if it's open, even if I don't have to do anything in the market, some part of my mind is in the market. Okay, so I'm somewhere subconsciously I'm coped up. And second, during weekends, the energy in the air just dies down. Like during weekday, you can feel this buzzing in the air, this restlessness in the air. But when it comes weekend, yeah, the whole atmosphere in the air, everywhere in the world, I feel the same thing. The whole atmosphere in the air just dies down. Fewer sound, fewer cars, fewer restlessness in the air. You guys feel the same? Crystal Moon, kids are still at parks here with parents. Oh, in New Zealand, it's good. Yeah, I know. New Zealand, Australia, you know, the kind of culture, yeah. Sadly, you know, a lot of Eastern, like Asian countries, not really. I don't see it anymore. Granted, I do see this a lot in China as well, honestly. So, it seems like it's the minority of the countries that are not doing this anymore. Minority. The majority are still spending time with kids in the park, playing the swing, You know, this is a hot favorite amongst kids here. You know? Kids like play this slide like crazy every day. Uh, yes, this is a Muslim country, but people have dogs, pets. Why? You know, I actually asked them, how are you able to have dogs as pets? If you're Muslim, you know what they told me? Because Prophet Muhammad had a dog. Yep. Mind blown. Mind blown. So many things I took for granted about Islam, about Muslims, right? I It's like completely overturned here in Istanbul. Istanbul re-educated me in what it means to be a Muslim, honestly. I have this idea about what Muslim is about. Because why? Because I grew up in Singapore, and in Singapore, Muslim community is a huge community, one of the four major ethnic groups. Yeah. So I thought I know what Muslim is all about, you know, until I come to Istanbul and my mind is blown. Muslim can have dogs. Muslim ladies don't have to wear the hijab, you know, and they are very westernized, very modern, very open, very inclusive. Everything that I didn't know, that every stereotype of a Muslim got broken here in Istanbul for me. DCM, hi DCM. Kissin Kate Barlow, hello. I haven't seen you in quite a long while. Welcome back to my channel. Meziani, good morning. Good morning, Italy or Rome or wherever you are. Sounds like you are in Europe. Are you? Okay, I'm making a bad guess. Forgive me for assuming, and forgive me if you're offended by my assumptions. And very good Saturday morning or Friday evening or Saturday evening to all of you around the world. This is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Istanbul. In one of my top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul, my neighborhood park, where people are taking it slow, playing with kids in the playground, walking their dogs. Oh, here's one big one. And as you can see, the time is 10:30 a.m. and it's winter here in Istanbul today. It's not a very cold morning. Today is about 15 degrees Celsius in the morning, and as you can see, this park is very, very beautiful during autumn, because these trees here, this big canopy is golden yellow during autumn. But now that we entered into the winter season, all the leaves have fallen. Yeah, so as you can see, it's not beautiful anymore. It's just botak trees, bare trees. And here I am in the park enjoying the cheapest coffee in Istanbul, the Starbucks Venti Americano. The Starbucks Venti Americano, because of the drop in the lira against the US dollar, okay, this thing costs $5.20 in New York, but it only costs $1.20 US dollars here in Istanbul. This is the cheapest coffee you can get in Istanbul right now, because every cafe is twice this price. Yep. The drop in the lira is a good thing for foreigners out here, but very bad thing for the Turkish people. Kate Barlow, is it cold out there? It's about 15 degrees this morning. Not cold at all. I'm just wearing this because if I were to live stream out here for an hour and a half, the chill still enters, so you still have to wear. But usually, like, if I'm not expecting to be outdoors for an hour or 2 hours straight, I wouldn't even wear this today. It's not a cold day. It's 15 degrees Celsius. It's actually a very comfortable day. Crystal Moon, I live in Christchurch. Oh, okay. They have a great park in the city that kids use during the day, and adults will play on the same things at night. Oh, adults play on those things at night? So the kids play on those things during the day, and then the adults play on those things at night. Oh, and then the next morning the kids come and play on those same things again. Kissing Kid Barlow, that's awesome. Where are you watching from, Kissing? Please let me know if you guys have a preferred name, yeah? Especially if your name is really long. It is a Muslim country. but a lot of people with pet dogs. A lot. Adult friendly. I'm one of those adults that love to play at the park. Okay, when I was like late teens, early 20s, I did that too. Parks, beaches. That's why I know, okay? You see, like I say, I always only talk about things that I personally done and experienced. I never talk about things I only hear about or read about. So if I talk about it, that means I've done it. You know, adult friendly, not kids friendly, yeah, adult friendly. Okay, got it, Roger that. Kissing Kate Barlow. I'm from London, but currently watching from Florida. Oh, so did you move to Florida or just a short-term thing? So Florida is really hot right now, yeah. Do you miss this? Do you miss this? Do you miss the 4 seasons? Or are you just there for like 1 season, so it doesn't matter? Can you imagine this is only $1.20 US dollars? The venti Americano Starbucks, bigger than my face, $1.20. This is the cheapest coffee in Istanbul right now. Really, honestly. And really taking it slow. It's Saturday morning. When it comes to winter, right, the life energy in the air and the life energy of the trees just wind down. The tree, I actually feel the trees are in hibernation right now. They are not really active right now. They're sleeping right now, just like bears. I'm not a botanist. I've never read about this, but I'm just saying this from my feeling with the tree right now. Yeah, that it's not actually awake right now. It's actually sleeping. I'm not sure if it's scientifically true. Yeah, if you know, let me know. If my senses are scientifically correct. But kissing short term, and Florida is cooled down by Florida standard. Oh, okay. Like low 20s kind of, low 20 degrees Celsius or 60-ish degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, should be about 60 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Florida, isn't it? And thank you guys for the like. I like it to see. I always love to see there's more likes than people watching. Thank you. Kissing hotter than that. Oh, 25-ish. Another pet dog coming is a big one. You know, Istanbul people love to keep big dogs. And according to my observation, yeah, again my observation, I don't have statistics on this. The most popular pet dog here in Istanbul is the Golden Retriever, and then the Labrador, and then you know what? The Jack Russell. I've not seen Jack Russell being such a hot favorite in any country that I've ever lived in. You know, I have lived in many countries, yeah. And then after that, do you know what's after that? Pit Bull. Well, the Pit Bulls here in Istanbul, so tame, so docile. You know, like they have been domesticated for generations. So they feel like chihuahuas in Pit Bull clothing. Kim Teo, do you like Chinese tea? No, I don't like any form of tea. I'm a coffee drinker. You guys can tell I'm a coffee drinker, right? Every single morning, I drink like 2 cups of this shit. Yeah? More lol. You know, Kim, when I first went to China, about 20 years ago, then there wasn't Starbucks or any form of cafe in China. I suffered, man. You know, my first few months in China, I had coffee withdrawal syndrome because they don't even sell instant coffee in the supermarkets back then, 20 years ago. Yeah. So every time I can't take it, I really must have my coffee. I need to go to a 5-star hotel lobby where they serve up what they call coffee, which is just water with dark colored water with a bit of coffee smell. I won't even call it coffee. And they sell it for what? They sell it for like 10 times this price. It's so expensive. Well, 50 RMB, about 10 Singapore dollars, 1 cup of half-ass coffee water. Oh, back then, it was really hard back then. Crystal Moon, kids friendly too. I haven't played in there, but I have driven past at night and seen them playing very hard. Adults play hard, you know. have to play hard. There was one time in my late teens I was playing too hard along the beach, and then the police came. Kissing, that probably sucked. What probably sucked? I'm sorry, yeah, you know, like your comments don't really come real time, okay? So when I come to your comment, it may be like a few minutes later, and so you really help me if you type in more complete sentences, yeah. Elma, hi, good morning. Or Elma is good evening, good Friday evening, Elma. This is a pretty warm winter morning here in Istanbul, 15 degrees Celsius. It's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm in one of my most favorite places here in Istanbul. One of my top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul, my neighborhood park. Having a venti Americano from Starbucks. You see how the Christmas tea kind of thing coming up. And yeah, as you can see, it's already winter. So you see all the autumn leaves has fallen off the park. Usually you get a very beautiful canopy here, but even this is sleeping. See, all the trees are sleeping right now. I can feel like they are in deep sleep, very deep sleep. No energy at all. I don't feel any energy in them at all. Very deep sleep. Huh? Sherry, hi! Glad you could make it. Sherry, always trying to make it. Yeah, thanks for coming in. Kissing. Probably sucks since you couldn't find coffee 20 years ago. Oh, yeah. Oh, it was like I was having withdrawal syndrome. It's just like I'm off drugs or something, you know. DCM, how do you memorize all the viewers? I memorize because what Yongxin, because I care, truly, sincerely, okay. Because I treat everybody here as real friends. That's why I can remember. If you only treat people here as just a number, trying to get subscribers, trying to earn something out of it, you will never care. You will never remember nobody. The difference, like I always say, is 要会做人. Fahmi, is that long padding? No, this is a short padding. I bought this in Turkey. Yeah, I left my long padding back in New York. Why? Because I never expected to be here in Istanbul. Istanbul was a complete accident for me. I came to Istanbul with no winter clothing at all. I had to buy this here. I had to buy everything here. I bought the hoodie here. I didn't even have a hoodie. Yeah, I bought a hoodie. I bought the hoodie here. I bought the jacket here. Kim Teo, how do you feel or talk to trees? Very simple. Actually, it's the same way you feel or talk to animals or cats and everything. But first, you have to bring all your energy and see the principle is this: animals and trees and all living things in the world, okay, live in the existential moment. So all their energy and being is in this moment. Okay. Now, human being is the only creature in the world that only the body is in the world. The whole spirit and mind is somewhere else, always in the what I call the story world. So when animals and trees can see you, know, and when animals and trees see a human being who is living in the story world, they do not see that human being as a real human being, or they do not see the human being as part of nature like them, and therefore you cannot click, okay? And they will be afraid of you because they see you as something which is extra nature. You are not part of this nature. Now, when you master the ability through meditation or your spiritual practices to bring all your energy, attention, and being into this very moment, now at this very moment of existing in the real world and not in the story world, you come into direct energy alignment with trees, with animals, and all these things. And at this moment, you will feel all of them as one. There's no more I am human, you are cat, that is tree. No, you'll feel everything as one part of nature, and you are part of nature as well. So, and therefore we are all the same canvas. When you reach this level, you open a direct channel with trees and animals and everything, even with a rock. Yeah, you can feel its energy. Everything is vibrating at a certain energy, even a rock. And therefore, when you return to the state of being part of nature, you could energetically directly interface with everything in the world. Human beings are part of this energetic network, but being conditioned to live in the story world destroy everything. Yeah, and therefore human beings start to see themselves as apart from nature, isn't it? Human beings always think they don't come from this planet, isn't it? That human beings are not of this nature system, isn't it? That's what a lot of people feel. Why? Because you have systematically over the past 3 to 5,000 years systematically disconnected ourselves from nature by building up cities, building up stuff to build a boundary between human life and nature. And what that has been going on for at least 5,000 years of human history. So yeah, it is no wonder and it is no surprise that human beings lost the ability to talk to trees and animals. Do you know that if you read the Bible, human beings, the first human being, Adam, was designed to talk to trees, to talk to animals. Why? God gave him the rights and the ability, the rights or the responsibility to take care of all creation. Number two, he is given the ability to name them, which means they could interface. He had the ability to interface with nature and to take care of all of nature. That is the original human power and ability, which the good news is you can still recover that power if you work on it. Most people don't work on it. Why? Because most people these days are too taken up by the small things in life. Make money, buy food, eat, a roof over your head. These are very simple things in life. These are very small things in life. You need a ridiculously small amount of money to live. You need a ridiculously little amount of food to live if you are in touch with your energy. And you need a ridiculously simple roof over your head to sleep. Everything else you think is difficult is only because you made it so, or the society you're born in created it so, you know. Anyway, this is a very, very long topic. Let's check. Kissing, very interesting. DCM, I don't know why a cat keeps staring at the void being me. Yeah, because it's afraid of you. The cat don't see you as part of nature. That basically the cat see you as a monster. That's why. Sherry, is that what they call grounding? Grounding is just a practice. I do grounding as well, but grounding is just a way of an exercise to connect your feet with the soil, and it's an essential exercise to build connectivity with nature. But just grounding alone will not allow you to develop to the point of communicating with nature. You need a meditation and spiritual practice like what I give away in my Story World playlist. My Story World meditation system, 5-step system. You just follow that system year after year for many years. You'll reach this state eventually. That system is a complete path to full enlightenment. Yeah. This year, maybe because I didn't bath. The cat didn't bath as well. It's not it. Kissing, truly what? She's from Barata. Namaskaram. Hi, Limpeh. I'm here for 5 minutes for my daily dose of positive energy. Yeah, how's the exams coming along? I was able to sleep well yesterday. Today's paper was good. I'm worried about tomorrow's paper. Have a good day, Limpeh. Well, good luck for tomorrow's paper. 2 more days to go. Hang in there. Fighting! Fighting! 吵对鬼啊！吵对鬼啊！ DCM, problem is the Bible is man-made and some guy made it up. DCM, if you have never studied the Bible, never even read the Bible, I bet you never even read the Bible. So don't talk like you know the Bible. Again, never talk about something like you know what it is when you have never actually studied or used or experienced it. Not just the Bible, everything in life. Only make you sound very foolish, very ignorant. You know nothing about the Bible, DCM. I bet in your life you've never read even one chapter of the Bible, let alone even made any research into the origins of the Bible. So please, don't discuss this, okay, DCM? You start to talk like that again, I'm gonna ignore you again, okay? You know I've ignored you many times, DCM, because the things you talk about are very inappropriate. Alright? And every time you go in that direction, I'm gonna just start to ignore you, right? Okay, for those of you who just joined my live stream, welcome to a very warm winter morning, Saturday morning here in Istanbul. The time now is, oh, 10 minutes to 11. It's about 15 degrees Celsius this morning. And I'm in my top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul, my neighborhood park. And as you can see, all the autumn leaves have fallen off. And people taking life slow, parents playing with kids on the swing. Oh, and the very famous Istanbul fat street dog. Yes, this is a street dog. This street dog basically owns this area. He don't allow other street dogs to come to this area. I've observed this street dog for a long time. As you can see, even street dogs here are tagged and wear collars, okay? And they are given vaccinations, and they are even neutered. The cats as well. There are all these services done for street animals by the state government, all for free, you know. That's why I really love. One thing I really love about Istanbul is this: how deeply they care about street animals and are willing to do so many things for street animals. You know, if you go to my channel and search for street cats, just search under street cats. I made 2 videos about street cats in Istanbul. You will change your mind. Why does such a country exist? You know, such a good country should never exist. It does. The things they do for street animals will blow your mind. Yeah. Lolo, time here is 3:45 p.m. Singapore or Malaysia. Lolo, raining here, which is very cool. If Singapore has winter, okay, it's Singapore. Welcome, Lolo. Well, if Singapore has winter, everybody would die. I remember couple of years ago, I read one report where Singaporeans were freaking out when temperatures came down to what, 20 degrees, 22 or something, 25 or something. Everybody was freaking out and so-called freezing to death, like things like that. If you had winter, everybody would die. DCM, doggy so cute, yeah. But it's actually quite scary looking actually. It's big and haggard and wears a don't fuck with me look, you know. Sherry, I like that caring for animals like that. It's really something. Yeah, exactly. Sherry, did you check out those 2 videos on the street cats? It's just something, yeah, it's really something. Elma. Yeah, they seem to take good care of the stray animals. Yeah, they don't call them stray animals, Elma. They call it street animals. Yeah, there's a difference. Meaning these animals, they live on the streets, but they are not stray. They have their own territory, their own homes and everything. They're not stray. Lolo, that was 3 years ago. Oh, okay. Now not as cold, which is sad. Then buy a cheap air ticket and fly to Chiang Mai. Huh? A lot of things, like back then we all like to go to Chiang Mai for the weather. Chiang Mai weather is so nice. I think if you ask me, for Singaporeans who cannot take 4 seasons, you know, most Singaporeans cannot take 4 seasons, by the way, not especially winter. Chiang Mai is, in my opinion, has the most suitable climate for Singaporeans actually. Chiang Mai, Thailand. Lolo, I'm still a poly student. DH don't have that income. Well, even in poly, even when you're studying, you could make money. Especially in today's world where money easily made online. You know, back then during my time when you're schooling, it was hard to make money. There was no internet, and you literally have very limited choice how to make money. You know, when you're schooling. So a lot of people schooling, they give tuition, they do things like that, and still they make money. So low, it's. Today you have more ways to make money more conveniently than I ever had when I was young. So you should never complain that you don't have money. At any age, at any time, in today's era. Kim Teo, how to incorporate moderation in daily life? What do you mean by moderation? I don't understand. What do you mean by incorporate moderation? I don't understand what that means. Ooh. See how the parents parents playing with kids like this is such a touching thing. More people with Starbucks in the park. So Starbucks in the park is a thing. Dude behind me is having a Starbucks coffee in the park as well. Oh, a crow just passed by. Such a beautiful sight, yeah? See, parents playing with kids on the swing, parents playing with kids on the slide. Such a beautiful sight, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Toddler taking her first slide trip. I'm not sure if it's the first, but it sure looks like it. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, it's a motorbike. Kim Teo, moderation from Buddhist point. No, I don't understand what moderation mean. Kim, what do you mean by moderation? I don't know what's moderation. Is this some kind of modern term? I don't know what moderation mean. It's not that I don't know what your question mean. I don't know what moderation mean. What is moderation? Very peaceful day, yeah. Weekends are very peaceful here. You know, weekends in Istanbul feel so different. Actually, weekends in every country feels different. Weekends in every country feels very peaceful. The energy level in the air just drops, and you feel like because there's less cars moving around, and you feel less restlessness in the air, and so the whole feel of weekends in any country tends to be very serene. You know, I like the feel of weekends. This year, maybe some kind of addiction problem, moderation, addiction. I don't understand. No, I really don't understand. I don't understand what people mean by the word moderation. Now, I know the word moderation, but I will use it in the context where, eat in moderation, things like that. It means do something reasonably, maybe, yeah. But what do you mean by incorporate moderation in daily life? That much I don't understand. Because moderation is how you do things, right? Like, isn't it? You eat in moderation, yeah. You pretty much do every. I don't understand what is the meaning of moderation in this context. Because they say incorporate moderation in everyday life, meaning she's talking about something that you have to incorporate or adopt in daily life. I don't understand what is that you have to adopt in daily life that is called moderation. Anyone can shed some light on that? Can expand on that question a little bit, shed some light on the question so that I understand the question better. Moderation, midway, non-extreme. Okay, yes. So the meaning is pretty much the same as just what I said. So what do you mean by to incorporate moderation in daily life? That much I don't understand. Can you give me some background on your question? Give me examples on what you mean by incorporating moderation in daily life. I really don't understand what you mean. Can you give more context and background to the question, please? Peaceful, very peaceful. That's what I like about this park, you know. My top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul is one of my top 5 favorite places in Istanbul is this park here. And wow, I'm celebrating one year and 3 days in Istanbul. It's been 1 year and 3 days since I'm here. More than a year already. So fast. Of course, 1 year isn't that long a time. Of course, 1 year is a very short time. Of course, it's fast. Oh, the street dog. And usually there's a lot of street cats here, but all the street cats went back into the shelter. You see, there's a street cat shelter over there. Because it's cold, all the street cats kind of hang out in their shelter mostly, don't come out much. Except to look for food. But they are provided with food in the shelter as well, so yeah. Oh, that's the second most popular pet dog here in Istanbul, the Labrador. The most popular pet dog, according to my observation, okay, this I don't search for data on this, okay. According to my observation is the Golden Retriever, and then the Labrador. And then number 3, you will never guess the number 3 one. Jack Russells. Yeah, Istanbul people love Jack Russell. You know, I've not seen Jack Russell so popular in anywhere I've ever lived in before. It's crazy. Lazy Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Lazy street cat walking around taking a walk. This street cat came from that street cat shelter over there. Yeah, that's a cat shelter. If you watch my video on how street cats survive winter, there's shelters like this built by the government. Merhaba. Hello. Wee, wow! Tamam. You. Oh, she wants to play with my. Yi? So clever. She knows how to press the button. She knows how to press the button. Wow.
Tamam hadi gel. Hadi gel. Gel biz oynayalım. Güzel Sky.
Wow, güzel Sky, güzel, çok güzel.
Karya, adı Karya Sky ama.
Ah, Karya?
Karya Sky.
Karya Sky. Ah, Karya Sky.
Evet.
Sky.
Evet,
Karya. Ah. Ah.
Anahtar.
Yeah.
Evet, no.
No. Yi?
Belki. No, hayır.
Dikkat. So cute. Kisia, hi Limpeh, are you a cat or dog person? I'm a dog person. Okay, Kisia, this is a very interesting question because I always thought of myself as a dog person. Okay, all my life I had 6 dogs. All my life. And since young, that means I have 6 dogs that I bought. And before that, I grew up with dogs as well, okay? So I've always thought of myself as a dog person. But after coming to Istanbul, I'm slowly becoming a bit of a cat person. So, but I'm allergic to cats. So if you watch like 2 episodes ago where I streamed from the Mock Cafe with the cat, Mr. Mock, actually I ended early. You realize that towards the end of the live stream, I start to sneeze, start to have very reddish face because I'm allergic to cats. Sometimes it triggers, sometimes it doesn't. But that day, 2 days ago, it triggered, and I was sneezing and running nose and sinus all over. So I ended the live chat. Sherry, such a happy, innocent little person. Yeah. Oh, the children gain access to the kingdom of God. Ah. For those for if those of you watching, if you understood Kim Teo's question of how to have moderation in daily life, can you guys explain to me what that question means? Like, give some context, give me some example of what it means to be moderation in everyday life, because I really don't know. I don't know what this question is asking for. DCM is bitter, right? You mean the coffee? Yeah, bitter coffee. No sugar, no nothing. My favorite, tall black. Tall black. This is called a tall black in America and called kopi o kosong in Singapore and Malaysia. Kopi o kosong. Where is this place, Kisia? Where is this? This is back in one of my top 5 favorite places. If you have been following me, I've streamed here for quite a few times. It's my favorite park here, my neighborhood park in Istanbul. The park with the clock and the beautiful autumn leaves. But right now it's already winter, so all the autumn leaves have fallen off. See, usually there's a very beautiful canopy across here. But, see, other street dogs come. This street dog is gonna chase him away. This territory is this street dog's territory. These two are not street dogs. These two have owners. These two are owned by that guy, but they are not leashed. Yeah, there's no law against for leashing here in Istanbul either. You know? You can bring your pets out without leash. In fact, there's no law even about picking up shit, but they do. Oh, I thought it's gonna fight. You see, this street dog is gonna chase away other dogs that are loose in his territory. Kisia, moderation is subjective. The thing is, I don't understand the question. It's not that I don't know what moderation is. I don't understand what the question is about. What do you mean by having moderate? The question is how to have moderation in daily life. I really don't know what that means. It's as good as asking me, how does grog or blah blah work in daily life? It sounds exactly like that to me. It makes no sense. Yeah, it's not that I don't know what the word moderation mean. I know what the word moderation mean, but I don't know what that question mean. I don't know the context of the question. I really can't. I don't know how to answer this question. What's the context? What do you mean by okay? Or maybe put it this way. What do you mean by not having moderation in everyday life? Can someone explain to me, please? What does it mean to not have moderation in daily life? If you can help me by telling me what does it mean by having moderation in daily life, then I'll be able to understand what the question of how to have moderation in daily life mean. Yeah, I really don't know. What I'm saying, Qigong, you know, I really don't know. This year, maybe it's something personal and sexual. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I really don't know the context of this question. It's like asking me, is life bitter? Or I don't know, in what way? In what context? You know, it sounds exactly like that. You know what bitter means, but when I ask you, is life bitter? What exactly does the question mean? You know, yeah, that feeling. So yeah, I'm still struggling. I don't know what that means. Weekends out in the park is always so peaceful, so serene. You know, to me, weekends are different as well. A lot of people think like, to me, weekends and weekdays make no difference. Yeah, actually it does, and it makes a difference. To me, I still like weekends. It still makes a difference. However small a difference, there is a difference. Even though I don't have to go to work anyways. But either way, to me there's a difference. Actually, I went through 2 main differences now during the first 15 minutes of the video or so. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning I go to a different cafe or location here in Istanbul. Yes, I'm in Istanbul. Grab a coffee and then chit chat about anything and everything in life. right? Today is a beautiful Saturday morning. I am in a park where parents are walking their kids. 11 a.m. here in Istanbul, Saturday morning. It's a winter morning, but a very warm winter this year, 15 degrees Celsius. Yes, I've been here for more than a year. It's a 1 year and 3 days. Last year this time is like 5 degrees Celsius, 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. But today is 15 degrees Celsius. It's kind of weird. People taking it slow, having coffee at verandas. Kim Teo. People say I'm too focused in work only, no balance. Ah, see, Kim Teo, you should have just explained the situation like this. Like this is easy to say. So basically, your question is how to have work-life balance. That's all, isn't it? That's what you mean. That's what you mean. So simple. Work-life balance is so simple. Okay, the secret is this: don't work outside your work time. I'm telling you guys, those of you with a job, okay, you're working 24 hours a day, regardlessly. Do you believe what I say? You are working 24 hours a day, not just 8-10 hours a day. You're working 24 hours a day. You're working in your sleep as well. You guys realize this? Why? No matter, even after work, you go home, all you're thinking about is work. You're always in the story world of work. You're never outside. That's why you'll never have work-life balance. Doesn't matter how many hours you work. Some people, they work only 6 hours and they leave the rest of the 6 is what? The rest of the 18 hours in the story world of the work. They're still working the rest of the 18 hours. Even in their sleep, they're working. Learn to not work when you're not working. Meaning, when you're not working, separate yourself from the story world. Of course, like I said before, your brain needs training to be able to do that. It's not something you just know and you can do, no, because it's a conditioned way of thinking. It's a conditioned way of using your brain that have been conditioned since your childhood. But the secret is this: when you're not working, separate. Put aside the story world and live in the real world. That is the secret to get real work-life balance. It's not about the number of hours that you work. You're really working 24 hours a day. Yeah. And if you want to be able to train your brain to separate itself from the story world, again, like I say, it's not that now I say, oh, you say, oh, okay, you can do. No, you can never do what I just said. Why? Your brain is not trained to do that. Your brain is trained to live in the story world. Your brain is trained to forever engage the story world until you train it to do something else. And the training is my story world meditation system. Until you do that, you'll never see. The moment you do my story world meditation system for a few months, a lot of this kind of questions will naturally disappear. But as long as you don't do the practice, you always have this kind of questions, always. Because all these kind of questions are just manifestation of the same problem. What's the same problem? The same problem of living in the story world. DCM, I work 24/7 on business, honestly, no wasting time. Oh, no, the thing is, it's okay to work 24 hours a day if you want. If that is what you want to achieve in life, if that is what your passion is, and you're burning with passion and you don't mind doing it 24 hours a day, yes, work 24 hours a day, no problem actually. It's actually no problem. The problem is when you realize you're not happy being that way. That's when the problem starts. You know, like I say, you know, people are not have no problem in jail, you know, until they realize they're in jail. A fish has no problem in a fish tank, you know, until they realize they're actually just in a tank. Okay. So working 24 hours a day for most people, it's no problem. If you're on fire with passion with what you're doing, there's no problem. The problem becomes when you realize you don't really want that. Yeah. And good morning, Sean Chaw from Singapore. Welcome. Having a Starbucks here in one of my top 5 favorite places in Istanbul. A very lazy, very slow, even lazy for me, very low energy Saturday morning. Still trying to handle my energy properly. It's been a very big challenge. This live stream has been a very big challenge for me. I'm still trying to structure my life, my diet, and my routine in a way as to maintain my optimum energy for this. Kisha, as long as you enjoy your work, it's not too much. Yeah, exactly. As long as you enjoy or you have passion. See, a lot of people, a lot of highly enlightened people, actually when you're enlightened, right, that's when you yuanji, you know. When you're fully enlightened, that's the moment you will die. So-called die, but it's actually you're just leaving your body. That's the moment. Why? Because you dissolve all your karma. Your body cannot hold anymore. You have to go. That's why all the big Buddhist monks, right, they yuanji. When they call yuanji, they usually just use it as a better term for die, but it's not, you know. Yuanji means you achieve mukti, means you achieve enlightenment. At the moment achieving enlightenment, you should die. But big spiritual teachers, enlightened spiritual teachers with a mission in this world, they hold on to a certain karma. They hold on to a certain you can call that, deliberately hold on to a bit of suffering so that they can continue to be attached to the world to do what they're doing. And these people, right, they will work 24 hours a day. They will burn that whole life and they won't feel anything, you know. That's just amazing. Not everybody is like that. Not everybody is called to be a spiritual teacher. Kim Teo. But there are external disturbance like email, text, how to separate from the story world. Oh? Their email, text calls, and calls are only disturbing when you allow them to be. When you don't open your computer, like me, when you don't turn on your phone, like me, I don't even check messages. I check once a day. If you do that, there will be no disturbance. You have to. The choice has always been in your hands. Understand this. Replying an email one day early or later will not make no difference to your career or your job. Answering a text message one day or half a day later will not make difference to that situation. I only check my message honestly only once a day, sometimes once every few days. So some of you, like, you leave me messages on my Instagram, right? Sometimes I reply only after quite a few days, you know. And do you know my mobile phone is perpetually silenced. My mobile phone is perpetually on what's that, mute, on mute mode. So I don't answer any calls. I don't answer calls at all. I'm not answered calls in at least 5 to 6 years. Because why? Because in the world today works like this, you know. If something is important, okay, like an official government thing or a bank thing, they will always send you by email, never by call. Because calling you you don't have a proof. So therefore calling is just completely unnecessary, you know. Anyone with important enough things to get in touch with me, they'll email me. Yeah, and I'll check my email once a day. That's all I do. 5 minutes once a day, that's it, I'm done. And then I'm out of the story world. Yeah. I go into the story world, 5 minutes, I check my email, boom, I check my message, boom, finish, 5 minutes, I'm out of my story world. Finish. Very simple. The external situations only become disturbances when you allow them to. Sancho, yeah, Limpeh, can feel energy level since a bit low this, not just 2 or 3 days, past 2 weeks actually. Started about 2 weeks ago. But also I'm to blame because 2 weeks ago I did something. It's very hard to explain to you guys, but I did something to test my spiritual level. I thought I'm at a certain level. Therefore I did something to test myself and I failed miserably. And I have not been able to recover from that. My energy level, basically my energy body took a huge hit and I've never been able to recover from it still. Why? Because if I take a hit like this, I should retreat, not do all these energy costing things and really just recuperate. But I really want to keep this live stream going on every day. So whatever little recuperation I get, I'm spending here, I'm spending here, I'm spending here. So been 2 to 3 weeks actually. I have not been able to recuperate at all. Yeah. So like when it comes to spiritual things, don't test yourself unnecessarily. Yeah. Very dangerous. Even right now, right? From time to time, my vision becomes a haze. I can't really see anything from time to time. Even just now, everything became a haze for a couple of seconds before clearing up. This is the sign of extreme low energy level. Where your body still have calories to work. Your physical body is no problem. Your mental faculty is no problem. But your energy is slowly sipping off. And also Kim Teo, like I said, you will never be able to separate from the story world until you start my meditation system. I doubt you actually started. I said this a lot, many times. Until you start doing the meditation, nothing I say, nothing will be able to separate yourself from the story world. Even if nobody email you, even if nobody texts you, you will be looking for someone to email, you will be looking for someone to text. Simply because you have not trained your brain to function outside of the story world. Your brain needs the story world, Kim Teo. That's the problem with most people's conditioned brain right now, is they need the story world to exist. You need the story. Even for a moment your brain doesn't feel like it's out of the story world, you start to panic, you start to become restless. Yes. You cannot live without the story world, literally, if you don't train your brain to live outside of the story world. It needs to be trained. It's not something you just know and then you can do. No, you need to train it. Yeah. Usually after the stream, do you have time to rest? I have, but it doesn't matter. The stream takes that much energy. This stream takes that much. I would say, even though I do like 3 hours of energy recuperation, kriyas and everything every day, it's only enough to sustain this live stream. No? Doesn't matter how many hours you sleep. It's the energy work. It's not sleep work. For those of you who don't understand, it's very hard to understand. Why? Because for those of you who don't understand, my live stream, I'm not just talking. In fact, the talking is just like, for most of you who have been with me for quite a while, the talking is just entertainment. What I'm literally doing in this live stream is pumping up positive energy into the world through this thing to all of you. And I'm consciously pumping out this energy. This is not a personality thing. If I switch it off, this is my personality, then you don't feel the energy. Here, right now, you don't feel it anymore. I switch off the energy. If the moment I switch off the energy, you don't know what you're here for anymore, right? All of you are here only for this. None of you are here to hear me talk about spiritual things, None of you are here to talk about any questions. All of you really, subconscious, knowing or unknowingly, you're here to receive that energy. You guys realize? That's why if I stop pumping the energy, this live stream will serve no purpose anymore. Elma, can we help you to recover energy? No, there's no way you guys can help. Energy is something you have to recuperate with your practices and your diet. It's nothing. When it comes to energy, it's nothing anyone else can help with. Yeah. Kim Teo, I haven't started meditation. Exactly. I can tell Kim that you have not started. Why? Because the moment you start, you won't have this kind of questions. Is that magical? Until you decide to start, you will always be troubled with this kind of thing. The moment you start, I'm telling you, all this question, I won't see this kind of question from you anymore. The fact that I see this kind of question, I know you're not doing the practice. That's how big a difference doing the practice or not makes, That if you do the practice, all these questions will disappear. That you have this question, I know you're not practicing the system. You see, it's that powerful, It's that powerful. If you do it, you do it. Okay? Even for a split second, you will understand all these things. It's that powerful. It's a very powerful system. That's why, based upon your question, immediately I know you're not practicing, See, Kim, at the end of the day, right, spirituality or even Buddhism is about practice, not about listening to 大道理. It's not about listening to sutras. It's about the practice. Even in Buddhism, if you don't practice, you get nowhere. If you only go to temple once a week to listen to the monk talk about certain principles, you will get nowhere. You need to practice. The central theme of Buddhism, Hinduism, yoga is all practice, actual practice. That's why in Buddhism it says 无论行住坐卧都念佛不断. What does this mean? It means that in your daily life, no matter if you are sleeping, you're sitting or lying down or standing or whatever you're doing, inside you're meditating. That means no matter when throughout the day you should be practicing. This is the meaning of this sutra in Buddhism, you know. This is how important practice is in Buddhism. Shancha, yeah, I really get what you mean. Even when I can't catch it live, I find it necessary to watch your stream daily. Yeah, because I consciously pump out energy. Consciously, I know what I'm doing. I know how much energy I'm pumping out. Sometimes I pump up to a certain limit. You know, I can feel the limit. I'm like touching a place which is very dangerous. DCM, don't understand what it does and how it helps. I can get close using, yeah. But you know, DCM, then why are you always on my stream? See, have you ever asked yourself this? Why don't you take this 1.5 hours and listen to music? Why are you on my stream? See, that's the question. See, why are you on my stream even when every day I'm just sarcastic at you, I'm just commenting at you, I'm just trying to drive you away, but still you come. Have you ever wondered? You're here for the same thing, knowing or unknowingly. You're here for that energy. In the end of the day, right, everything is energy. I think you guys have heard this expression before, right? It's a very popular expression. Everything is energy. Everything you attract into your life and everything you experience in life are all because of energy. How you attract things, it's all energy. When you have a certain energy, animals and things get attracted to you, or people get attracted to you, and they don't even know why. They don't even know why. Subconsciously, they know why. Subconsciously, they're here for your energy. But consciously, they don't know why. They just think, oh, maybe you're funny, maybe you're nice to be with, you know, things like that. Hello, Elijah. Good morning. Good Friday evening, America. DCM, you're one of the ultimate role models. I'm no role model. You know who's a role model, DCM? You should go look for your real role model. Adam Khoo. Adam Khoo is your idol. Adam Khoo. Adam Khoo. You should bother Adam Khoo more. You idolize him so much, you know. You even make him your mentor. You should learn from him more. No? Why you learning from someone who cannot afford to wear a watch, who don't have a car, who cannot afford to wear a gold chain, who cannot afford to buy his own house? Why are you learning from someone like this? Learn from Adam Khoo. Live in bungalow, have like 6 cars. You should learn from people like that. Why are you learning from people who cannot afford a watch, people who cannot afford a chain, cannot afford even my own home? No home, you know. I'm roaming the world right now. I'm as good as a beggar, you know. I'm a homeless beggar around the world. Why are you learning from me, DCM? Honestly, Adam Khoo is your ultimate role model in options trading, isn't it? Why are you always bothering me about options trading? You should bother your mentor, Adam Khoo. Yeah, he's the ultimate Singaporean option trader, isn't it? Big bungalow, 6 cars, 7 cars. Why are you bothering someone who is like someone like me, poor as hell? Homeless around the world. Why? I don't understand. The world is weird, no? See, there's a saying, yeah, that in New York, people in suits take investment advice from a dude that takes the subway. Indeed, it's true. Okay. Rachel Planets from Singapore, welcome. Happy weekend, yeah? Really winding down for the weekend. It's such a beautiful weekend. Parents still play with their kids in the playground. Are there still playgrounds in Singapore, by the way? I doubt there's playgrounds anymore in Singapore. DCM, why you hate Adam? I don't hate Adam Khoo. I'm just saying fact. Right? I don't even know Adam Khoo. I don't know him in real life. I only know he's very rich and that he's your options mentor. So why are you bothering me? You should go bother him. Why are you bothering a poor guy like me over how to make money when you have a rich mentor called Adam Khoo? I don't understand this. I mean, I honestly don't understand. That's why. Yeah. I'm literally a homeless around the world, you know. You're looking to learn options from a dude who can't afford to wear a watch, you know. Huh? Honestly, why? Woo. You're looking to learn options from a guy who talks meditation and talks spiritual energy all the time. Why? You know, I'm like as good as a monk who is just not like in one temple and I still have my hair. That's the only difference between me and a monk, you know. It's just that I still have my hair, I wear a different set of clothing, and I don't live in just one place. Kisha. Energy can be felt if you enter a place. I can sense the vibe straight away. Yes, yes, yes. Especially consecrated places. You can feel that a lot. I feel that kind of places a lot here in Istanbul. A lot of very consecrated places. And in fact, because they do the Nazam every day and there's so many mosques. In one area, there's so many mosques. And every day the Nazam is very loud. And you feel the Nazam vibration in the air, you know? And it really consecrates the whole air here in Istanbul. The whole environment is consecrated. Oh, be careful. Oh. Rachel Planets looks like Changi Village Old Town. Oh, does this still exist? You see, look, parents and kids playing the playground in a weekend like this. Does this scene still exist in Singapore? Kim Teo, is there any energy difference when you stream from home versus outdoor? Very slight difference. There is a difference. Very slight. Very slight. Ultimately, it's about my own energy level rather than where I am in this external circumstances. External circumstances do very little actually to affect me in any way. Everything that happens to me and affect me is all inside. Outside things rarely affect me. Honestly, yeah. No matter how good or bad the outside situation is, it doesn't affect me at all. I don't become happier or sadder or because of the outside situation is better or worse. It doesn't affect me. Oh, kid's so beautiful, yeah. Kids are always falling down. Oh, the kids are always falling down. So cute. Yes, you can see very warm. People just wear like this. Just dress up very lightly. Nice. 15-16 degrees Celsius. Last year this time is about 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. Last year when I first came. Today I'm celebrating 1 year and 3 days in Istanbul. So I'm here more than a year already. So I know how all 4 seasons feel like here in Istanbul already. Rachel Planets. Yes, there are playgrounds in each neighborhood. Oh, there's still playgrounds in Singapore. So do kids and parents do this here still do this in Singapore? Do kids and parents still play together, like especially on weekends like this in Singapore? Is this a scene you see in Singapore? In fact, talking about the energy expenditure, for those of you who join me since the start of this live stream, you can already notice how rapidly my energy go down. Very rapid. Right now, I'm pretty much touching the bottom, the very bottom of my reserve energy. And as you can see, I'm not doing anything physical, so I'm not talking about calories, you know. It's not that energy. my eyes are hazing over again and again right now. Actually, if I never, actually, if I didn't like try to test myself 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't be in this very bad condition. That was too reckless. Never test yourself energetically. Never overestimate your own level of energy attainment. That's my lesson learned. I overestimated myself. Oh, Rachel Planner. Oh yeah. So yes, have so you still see like parents play with kids in the playground in Singapore. Oh, that's interesting to know. That's interesting to know. That's good to know actually. More and more people coming to the park, and the time now is about 11:30 a.m. here in Istanbul. Almost noon time. And you can see even noon time is still very shady here. Why? Because the sun is very low. Oh, stray cats. Stray cats. Stray cats. A whole party of stray stray cats playing. Whoopa whoopa. And for those of you who just joined my live stream, if you're new to my live stream, welcome. This is a live stream where every morning I bring you guys to a different cafe or location in Istanbul, grab a coffee, and pretty much chit chat about anything and everything in life. Today it's quite a warm winter morning here in Istanbul. I just finished my coffee, like I'm throwing it away. 15 degrees Celsius morning. Here in my top 5 favorite places here in Istanbul, my neighborhood park, the Musker Park. Oh. And I'm going to walk myself home right now. Elma is getting busier, yeah. It's nice to hear the kids laugh, children laughter. See, even here in Istanbul, having mistletoes at home is a big thing during winter. So this is not a Christian tradition, no. This is literally a Western European winter tradition. Very beautiful. Rachel Planner. A lot of Singaporeans are still very family oriented. Interesting. It's good to know. Very interesting. I don't know much about Singapore anymore. Singapore culture, Singapore anything. I don't know much anymore. Pretty much anything about Singapore I need to ask in a way like I ask about any other country in the world. Kim Teo. So we are all energy vampire. Oh no, energy vampire is another thing altogether. Okay, psychic vampires are a completely different thing altogether. You guys are not psychic vampires. Psychic vampires will draw energy from you without you knowing, without you giving. But here I'm giving, so you guys are not vampiring from me. That's the difference. There are psychic vampires out there in the world. There are spiritual practitioners who actively go around and actively take energy from people. There are spiritual practitioners like this. Yeah. So be warned. Be warned. There are people like this out there, psychic vampires. So they take energy just to keep themselves at a very high level of vibration. But in terms of like Chinese cosmology, 一念佛魔, meaning these people eventually become what is commonly known as demons rather than angels. Yeah, that's the idea. Rachel, so every day 运气, yeah, every day, literally, consciously, 运气. I'm walking back home now, by the way. Gonna prepare myself for my afternoon meditation. So important, so important. If I skip my meditation, I literally energy crash. That even though I don't do any physical work, right? But I energy crash really easy because I get honestly because of this live stream. This live stream is honestly one of the biggest challenge I've ever tried to do in my life. I love challenges, by the way. See a crossroad here in Istanbul. So we're in a back street. This is a back street shortcut back home. There's a lot of restaurants around. Glasses. Kisha, can Qigong help? Yes. I do Qigong as well. See, what you call Qigong is what is known as Kriya in yoga. It's also another form of meditation. What do you call meditation? There's many forms. Qigong is one thing. Yeah, I do Qigong as well. When I was in China, I actually hunt down some of the Qigong masters and I learned with them. That's how I 打通任督二脉. Yeah, 打通任督二脉 is not a 金庸小说 kind of thing, you know. It's a real thing. But it was a very tough initiation to do that. With the help of the master, and he made me go into a 站桩 meditation for 5 hours, a straight 5 hours. That was the longest meditation I've ever done up to that point. Five straight hours. 5 straight hours of meditation while he sit behind me and use his own energy to help me open up my front and back channels, or the 任督二脉. And the whole process took 5 whole hours. That was the longest meditation I've ever done up to that point, actually. Rachel, now I'm practicing foot meditation. Okay. Oh, actually, foot meditation is not an easy thing to start. The fact that you can do it is actually a very, very impressive thing, because very few people can do the foot meditation properly. Very few. It's the American hospital near my place. There's a very interesting thing in this hospital. Let me show you guys. Because in a hospital area, everybody's wearing masks. This is the first time you guys see me walk home like this, eh? Yeah, walking meditation is easy to start. I would say walking is easy to start. The eating is not easy. If you are very conscious, you'll find that it's very hard for you to sustain the meditation state in the eating meditation for more than just a few seconds. If you are very aware of your state, you realize that it takes a lot of work and a lot of practice to get the eating meditation down to being able to hold the meditation state throughout the entire meal. It's not easy. This is the interesting thing about this hospital. It's an American hospital. There's an old American ambulance here. Very nice looking, eh? Gotta get out of here. Everybody's wearing masks. And yeah. Deep blue sky. Kind of cloudy sky actually today. This is how I walk. This is how near the is from my home. Nearly there actually. See, yeah, going down from here and then taking a left, I'll be back home. That's why, as you guys can see, you know, when it comes to weekends, right, I don't take the weekends to go out and spend more energy, you know. I take the weekend to really settle down and meditate. And when we talk about meditation, it's not just my meditations consists of meditation and Kriya and Qigong. So yeah, I do Qigong. I use esophageal and binaural beats to help me out. For me, yeah, I never use external things. Yeah. Because understand that the whole point of the spiritual journey is to terminate dependency on any form of external conditions or external anything. Meaning the whole one of the whole point of a spiritual practice is to become whole and complete without the need for external circumstances and external things. Yeah. So anything that brings you away from that ideal is, to me, not the ideal spiritual path. I'm glad you don't have to go far to reach your home. Of course, I don't ever wander very far from my home. I behave very much like any other animal in nature. I rarely wander very far from territory. In fact, over the past 1 year, you can see that my entire life is just in this area. Hello. My entire life has been in this area. Like, I pretty much don't wander out of this area. For 1 whole year, I've only been in this area. Oh, I see. Recycling trash bins here in Istanbul. Almost home. See how the trees are completely shaded. Completely shaded. Autumn is completely gone. It's 100% winter right now. Oh, the trees are so sleepy. Oh my god. That tree. Every morning I kind of talk to this tree. It is deeply sleeping. Whoa. And this tree, so this, I call him the grandfather tree. This tree. This tree has been here like for pretty much forever. Pretty much before any of these buildings were here, it was already here. And sleeping as well. Rachel, I observe the sky and trees when walking or on the bus, not at the handphone. Yep. That's that should be the natural state of being a human being, you know. The natural state of being a human being is that the mobile phone should never be a part of your life in the first place. The mobile phone is like what, a 20-year-old invention out of the millions of years of evolution of mankind, right? So this thing is very unnatural, you know. The mobile phone itself is a very unnatural and very unnecessary invention in my opinion. Yeah, I still think mobile phone, smartphone technology, even the internet is a very necessary invention. To me, these things create more problem in the world than solutions, honestly. And I'm home. That's my place. That's my gate. I don't like to show my home because I don't want people coming to stalk me. Yeah. Yeah, when you live alone in so many countries, this is one of the things you do to protect yourself. Never show people your home because you don't want to be stalked. In fact, there were times where I moved home simply because some fans managed to locate my home and I just moved. Yeah. I don't want to be stalked. Yeah. I like my home here. You see, it's a very good view, nice view of yeah. Very nice view of real Turkey. This is real Turkey style building. See, look at that. And very steep slope. That's a slope, by the way. That's not flat ground. No. That's a slope. That's at least 50 degree slope right there. See, I'm looking from flat, and and you can see the whole thing. Okay. Sometimes I just like to sit around here as well because there's a few street cats here whom I talk to a lot. Not around today. So yeah, if there's no further questions and discussions, Rachel's have a good weekend, Limpeh, and have a very good weekend, everybody. See you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. Turkey time. Have a very good weekend. Annyeong.